Welcome to Podnutz episode number 25. We're joined again with Mike Petro from Petro Computer Solutions. And Mike and I are going to go over some of the things we're running into lately in the field of computer repair. Some tips and tricks we've picked up recently. New things to look out for, some old things to keep looking out for, and things we think just might help other computer techs out there. So thanks very much for listening. Enjoy the show. I'm here with Mike Petro again from Petro Computer Solutions. How you doing?
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
And Mike, what have you been running into lately out on the? Because you do all the on-site work. What have you been running into lately out on the street there?
Just lots of different random things. Things from internet connectivity issues, bad hard drives, smoked motherboards. Pretty much you name it. Corrupted BIOSes. I've had a lot of weird things in the last month or so since the last time we did this podcast. And it's good because it increases my knowledge, and it's always good to have a challenge.
Yeah, in fact, my dad would actually mention today, he goes, you would think after doing a year of computer repair that, and I think a year is a short amount of time, he's like, doing after a year, you would think there would be nothing that you could run into that's new, because you figure you do like a couple, 3 jobs a day,
right,
almost every day of the year. It's got to run out sometimes, but it doesn't. There's always new stuff happening.
There's always something.
Yeah.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
You running into XP Antivirus 2008 or 2009? I
have.
What do you do to get rid of that?
I basically just doing the same formula that I have been for any other virus: the Smith fraud, combo fix, hijack disk. I did have a rootkit, which is the first time I've seen that. The nice thing about the combo fix is it told me I had a rootkit. I had no idea. If I was looking, the guy was basically getting a ton of redirects. Nothing. The weird thing about it is, how when you see a virus, it's pretty evident. You get the background change, you get the little alert down by your clock. You kind of just know. This thing had no real showing of itself, but the way I knew it had something is because it was redirecting me from different sites. I couldn't get to the site that I wanted. I couldn't download the things that I wanted. But when I ran the combo fix, it said you have a rootkit. Take care of that before you do anything else.
What did you do to take care of the rootkit?
I used a program, and I can't remember the name of it, but it basically it scanned the system files and told me potential files that may need to be addressed. And once I was able to narrow it down and do a little bit of research, Googling different file names and finding the one that almost yielded no results, I was able to delete those files and get the rootkit out, and then proceed with my cleanup.
Cool. Do you run combo fix every time you do a virus removal?
I do. Just because I don't think that it's kind of like a dial-a-fix type program. There's no real harm in running it. It pulls up a lot of stuff that you would never find deep hidden in your Windows directories and whatnot. So I usually just make a habit of running it and see what it reports. And the thing about the combo fix is it gives you a list in your final report of all the files that have been created in the last month. So you can look through that, and being an experienced tech, which files are legit, which files are not. Take those. Right. Sometimes there's a lot of them, and what I'll do is I'll copy and paste, and I'll make like a script file. You just rename it .bat, and I'll put a del in front of the path, so it's just a bunch of whole delete commands.
Right.
Other times I'll just use like Pocket Killbox, and that'll get rid of the file.
What about Combo Fix? I just started using it lately, and is it a paid program or is it free? Because I think that's the one where it says when you started it's running the limited version of it, the free version.
I don't believe so. I think
that must be VundoFix.
It gives you a warning that 1 out of 100 computers will fail.
Right.
And it gives you a very explicit as is, no liability on the author's part.
Right.
I've ran it on over 100 computers, and I haven't had a problem yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only run it on a couple and no problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Combo Fix now is they don't let you run an old version. So, like, I used to just have a version of Combo Fix on my flash drive.
Yeah.
It'll do a date check and make you, if it's older than, say, a week or something, it'll make you re-download it. So it's kind of a pain, but however, the most recent version, it'll update itself on the fly as long as it has an internet connection.
Huh. And it's free, right?
It's free.
Yeah, I must be thinking of VundoFix. That
I believe is free, true, from attribune.org.
One of them, I know one of them says that I'm running the limited free version. But maybe I don't know what the limits are.
I don't know either.
Okay.
I've seen those screens so many times that maybe I'm not reading the fine print anymore. But I don't have a problem with the free versions I get off of Bleeping Computer and the other one, Joe Danger.
Is that the site, Joe Danger?
Well, it has something to do with Joe Danger. If you just for Smith Fraud Fix, if you just do a Google for that, it's like the first site. It's like some weird site, but it says Joe Danger on it.
For me, getting rid of XP Antivirus 2008, I think I got it kind of streamlined. It's been working every time. I just run Smith Fraud Fix, then I run CCleaner, then I run Super Anti-Spyware, free version, and it gets it every time. Even 2009 version it got.
Yeah, they're typically. I mean, I don't know. They're not that hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
I mean, for the average user, maybe, yeah, because they try to run Norton, and obviously, files are locked and whatnot.
Or they try to pay WinXP Antivirus 2008 $50 to get rid of it. So.
Yeah, and I had a, that guy I was telling you about, who told me he had his computer completely redone, and he showed me his desktop, and he had Win Anti-Spyware 2009, and he was convinced that was...
You mean XP Antivirus 2009?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was something Antivirus 2009.
Right.
And I told him, I said, that's a virus. And he said, no, it's not. He said, this is completely legit. He's like, look, it's even in my security settings. And he went into his security settings, and when it was listed in there, Win Antivirus 2009, he said, listen, it's a scam. They're not... It's not real. It's just interjecting itself into your Windows to make it look like that you have protection. He didn't believe me.
He didn't really believe
This is the guy from the pawn shop.
Really?
The guy who he was trying to pawn the computer.
Oh, that guy.
And but this guy, because I told him, and I even printed out a piece of paper that I found online that this Win Anti-Spyware 2009 was a virus, and he told me that. That he could do my job better than I could. That I should be behind the glass and not him. And then he kind of just left.
Oh man, pawn shops. Oh, the for those of you who don't know, this XP Antivirus 2009, or sometimes it's called Vista Antivirus 2009, or what did you say, Win Antivirus?
I've seen it called Win Anti-Spyware 2009.
It mocks itself up to look like your security center. And, if you give it a quick glance, it's pretty darn close. Like, it looks almost exactly like the Windows Security Center.
Right.
And it's just set up to fool people, so...
And that's why this guy was so convinced, because, he showed me the screens, and they looked like Windows stuff. They followed the scheme and the colors, and even, like... The logo, kinda, the shield, the Windows shield, followed all that, and he was convinced that this Win Anti-Spyware 2009 was the real deal